have with us a very special guest. Now, you may have known him from social media. Perhaps he's gone viral for an 18-inch naan in a pothole, but he also owns a delicious takeaway restaurant in Cambridgeshire and it's actually won Takeaway of the Year award back to back. So it's my pleasure to introduce to you all Farhan Hussain, who's even received parliamentary motion for his work. So Farhan, a pleasure to have you on the show today. How are you feeling?
Assalamu alaikum, dear guests and viewers. Thank you for having me on the show. It's my first time here. But thank you very much for finding me and inviting me here. So it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you. For me, personally, it's just been a crazy, crazy journey. So like I'll take it way from the beginning. I'm in the position here today because of my father. So first of all, my father, he's watching me here today. Iftar Hussain, he's connected to Channel S. So he's the reason why I'm here. Alhamdulillah, thankful to him. He's been my mentor. But I started at the age of 13. So I started at the age of 13, very nervous and shy. I wasn't really good at speaking. I was very shy. And now, alhamdulillah, I own two businesses. I've got parliamentary motion, back-to-back Takeover of the Year award, as you mentioned. Recently shot a video which went crazy viral. I'll mention that later on. And I also own a fully halal cafe in Cambridge, which is doing really, really well, alhamdulillah. But yeah, it wouldn't be possible without my dad, my mother, and my family support. So alhamdulillah for them, because that's the main thing. But for me, like, it's just been a crazy journey. So it started at the age of 13. I'm 26 now. I'm married, alhamdulillah. Yeah, juggling everything, you know, being the eldest son, running two businesses. So there's only one of me, right? So in COVID, we opened up SHELFORD Spice Takeaway, Bangladeshi Takeaway. It was an empty building. We founded a 1,800 square feet building, and we decided to turn it into two businesses. And here today, we've got SHELFORD Spice and brunch-based cafe, which is a halal brunch, 30 seats, and the takeaway is just purely takeaway. Yeah, we're slightly different from your normal takeaway because we do sort of curry noodles, 18-inch naan breads, scallops, sea bass, mussels. So we're not your typical takeaway. But the reason why we're slightly different is because we're a family. We run it, me, my brother, my dad. We're all very heavily invested. We're always looking at innovative ideas and dishes. Alhamdulillah, recently I won the Catering Circle Menu Innovation winner against many other restaurant owners. So I won that, alhamdulillah. I won the Asian Curry Awards in 24 and 25. So back to back, and recently Pippa Halings gave me an early motion about my takeaway and myself, which is quite crazy. We don't really believe it because, you know, that's quite a big deal.
That's huge, yeah.
Yeah, to get an early motion from the House of Commons, and she personally delivered it to me in my takeaway, and she supported my business, so she came and tried it, and she really enjoyed her food. But alhamdulillah, it's just
huge.
It's
Congratulations.
crazy. It's crazy.
That's achievement after achievement after achievement. That's all incredible. Like, we're talking about the present you at the moment, aren't we? If we take a step back, let's go back to square one. You mentioned you were 13, all of this, you know, a bit shy, this and that. What actually, let's say, like, sparked your interest to say, okay, let's start a business? What actually began all of this?
I think it's my dad. He's instilled that in my blood. It's in my DNA. My whole family do it. That's all I know. My uncle does it. We all have businesses, and we've been in Cambridge since 1960. So I'm the fourth generation. My dad was born in Cambridge. I was born in Bangladesh, so I came here at the age of 1. Funny story that, but for me, it's always been business. So I started working throughout my GCSEs, throughout my A levels, throughout university. Always working 3 jobs at a time, studying. I had to do it all, you know. Just had to keep up with things, and Dad built pressure on me. But that's why I am the way I am today, because he's built me to that sort of degree, and he's also never sort of restricted me and said, look, do push your boundaries, and you know, he's not limited me. You know, a lot of parents are like, don't do this, don't do that. He sort of allowed me to sort of put my vision out there, because like when we used to have a takeaway called Renus back in the day, and that made the British Curry Awards. So that's quite a big thing.
That's a huge thing.
Yeah, British Curry Awards is massive. So I got us part of that in 2017 and 2019, the final year, which is amazing. And from there, Dad sort of realised like I have a bit of, you know.
Yeah, but he gave you that freedom, that space to say, go ahead and do.
But he was like he went to Bangladesh and I was only 17.
Yeah.
I was running my dad's takeaway 7 days a week. I was going to uni. I was looking after my siblings. You know, I've been
lots of responsibilities.
So throughout my life, it's always been responsibilities. So a lot of pressure, but it's taught me and it's made me disciplined. And alhamdulillah, I'm also very, hopefully, I mean, I'm very close to my deen, and I always go to the mosque as much as I can and give to charity as much as possible. I think that's one of the other things about my dad.
Staying humble, right?
Yeah, Dad has taught me that, and and that's the reason why I believe I am in the position I am today. And we're from Biani Bazaar, so there's a lot of stereotype about how we are as a people, but we're always very humble, and we like to invite people and overdo things in terms of food.
Yeah.
My family, my mum cooks like 8-9 dishes a day. I've even named a dish after my mum. It's called the Mummy's Boona.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So shout out to mum. So we got that out for mum, and it's doing really good. But yeah, from a young age, it's always just been working. And I said one day I want to have my own place, hopefully, inshallah. And just after my university, so I studied business management at Anglia Ruskins. First year I was at UEA, University of Norwich. So I couldn't handle the commute, and then I had to come back to Cambridge. So I did 2 years at Cambridge, and I got a first class honours in Cambridge ARU. And then Dad found an empty shop. He said, "Look, do you want to go for this?" And I said, "Look, if you want to go for it, I'll go for it as well." Then we pushed together. The building was like an empty shell. Not one socket, not nothing, no gas,
Starting
nothing.
from scratch, basically.
There was nothing there, nothing there. So you had to design everything internally, externally. You have to source your ingredients. You have to find your staff. Luckily, I've got my uncle. He's a wholesaler, so they supply me all the goods. And you just have to find all these pieces and put things together. So first we opened up the takeaway in 2022. It was like 43 degrees on our opening day. And we've got an open kitchen with 9 burner cookers. So we were like dripping down in sweat, and we had queues of customers. I remember my brother was giving out cold orange juice to everyone on our queue on the opening day. It was funny. It was just really, really busy. And it just continued that way. And alhamdulillah, it's been going good.
Now look at you.
Yeah, no, alhamdulillah.
It's been a huge journey, I think.
Yeah, it's been crazy. And we've got a shop next door to that. We opened that a year after the takeaway, and that's called Brunch Base. Now, I'm above Khalisino in curry, selling rice. And I thought, let me do something different. I don't want to keep on selling curry my whole life.
So that's your USP, right? The idea that you have two businesses. One's
during the day, one's during the day till the evening, and the other one's during the evening till midnight. So they're operating at different times, but they're both targeting different clientele. So you can't limit yourself to one customer base.
I mean, you're still, with your roots, you have a Bangladeshi takeaway, but then you have this cafe as well.
So the cafe, I've never been into coffee and things like that, but now I know all the blends, I know how to make coffee, I'm fully qualified and trained, I've been doing it for 3.5 years now. So
I think our viewers now know where to go if they want some coffee and if they want a Bangladeshi takeaway restaurant.
So the cafe is very unique. It's like we've got your Asian twist, we do like a desi brunch, we make everything in-house, like the sausages, we do like a masala brunch, we do like savoury breakfast with like waffles and eggs on top, and it's different. It's not your typical sort of cafe that you have in Cambridge, because most of them are Turkish, but there's not many Bengali communities that are going out their way to open up cafes. They usually stick to the restaurant game. So the first few years were very tough. My mum and dad were giving me a bollocking, like, what's going on? Like, this is not good enough. We're not earning enough, But
then there was that kind of rise.
It was a big struggle. And then recently, we sort of blew off on TikTok. My wife has done a lot of the marketing behind the scenes. I've done it myself as well. And we've just been building and building and building. We had like 3 to 4 staff. Now we have 8.
8,
Like, it's just constantly growing. And we're like Friday, Saturday, Sundays, we're packed out.
But you've had to, there's a huge journey behind that
it was
patience
just, blood, sweat and tears. There's a lot of work that went into it, like the menu design, the pricing, the allergens, staff recruitment. Obviously, you pay business rates as well. So, business rates is a huge challenge. How do you manage all the finances? You got your quarterly rent to go out. You got to pay your suppliers on time. There's so many challenges. You've got to manage everything. So you really have to make sure you know what you're doing. Otherwise, if you get pushed to the corner, you're screwed, And
speaking on that kind of note as well, you're here now. You're inspiring so many viewers, in fact, I'd say. I would want to ask you, let's say there's someone out there watching right now and they're thinking, I want to start my own business, I just don't know where to start from. What's your advice to them?
Even if it's on a small scale, just start. Don't let yourself be like, oh, I've got no skills, I've got no experience. Because you learn your way through the journey. You take the losses.
What you've done as well yourself.
You've got to take the losses humbly and just continue on and keep on focusing, because you can't get distracted and be like, I'm constantly you can't have that fear. That's one thing my dad taught me, alhamdulillah, dad lost his dad at a young age and he's got a couple of properties and he's got a few businesses, so he's done well for himself. For me, it's taking that risk.
Yeah.
You got to take that risk.
Which is what you did as well, starting off from zero with that old building.
Everything I built from scratch, my logos, my menus, there was never me like, oh, let me copy what he's doing. Of course, I've been inspired by people.
Yeah.
But I've always wanted to put my own touch, my own vision, because at the end of the day, people are buying your product for yourself.
Yeah.
So like where we're based is called Great Shelford, and a lot of people, they know me now. Because recently, I think you touched base on it.
The 18-inch naan.
18-inch naan video, which I did, which went crazy.
That's a strange idea, but it's brought a lot of attention to the issues within that kind of area as well, that pothole that you put an 18-inch naan bread over. That's a strange idea. I think you got the people talking, and as you said, I think they've now rectified that issue.
Yeah, so just recently I went to Oman for a holiday with my wife for a few days, and the roads were silky smooth, and I come back and I'm like, man, what's going on with these roads in the UK? They're horrible. And especially where we're based in Great Shelford, Woollards Lane, there's probably about 9 to 12 in just one little area, you know, which is crazy for the UK. And the Great Shelford is known to be an affluent area, you know, so high council taxes, and my businesses, we pay a lot of business rates a week. So I was just wondering, look, there's a lot of money obviously being splashed towards, you know, to the area. So where's sort of the funds going? So I took it to my own hands, and I put a large naan in one of the potholes, and we shot a video with my marketing team at Click and Climb, and a car drove over it, and I predicted both of his left tyres from going into the pothole. And that video got over like 80,000 views, 500 comments, and then the next morning, my phone went crazy. It was a Friday.
You went viral.
I went viral. Customers are like, oh my God, I saw you on BBC Breakfast. I'm like, I'm on BBC Breakfast. So I click on Facebook. I'm on BBC Breakfast News in the morning. They shared my video. Then the Sunday Times, they contacted me. They said, look, get ready in about an hour's time. We want to interview you on live radio with Ed Vasey. So I did that. That was quite a cool experience. So you don't really get to do stuff like that. So I was on that, and then I was on MSN. I was on Daily Star, The Sun, Daily Mail, my local paper, Cambridgeshire Live. So it just blew up, and I was on the radio on Cambridgeshire, BBC Radio Cambridgeshire.
But was there any backlash involved with any?
There was a lot of backlash from our community. A lot of backlash because people assume that, look, they're wasting food, right?
Yeah.
So for me, there's a deeper message, because where we're based is a lot of widows, single mothers, a lot of daddies and nannies, you know, like they're living on their own. And they're walking a lot of the times with their trolleys and their prams, you know?
Yeah.
And if they're crossing the streets, they're definitely twisting their ankle because it's quite deep. So I thought a way to sort of challenge that by putting an 18-inch naan bread there. And for all the viewers, the naan bread wasn't wasted. It was disposed to a little lake opposite where I shot the video to seagulls and ducks. Because I got a lot of hate from a lot of people, but we ignored that. But the main thing was they came in the next week, and the highway road maintenance guy told me, look, I know you. I saw you on TikTok. Your video blew up. My boss straight away put your ticket from 2020. It was supposed to happen in 2027, the repairs, right?
Yeah.
But they skipped it all the way and put it as high priority.
Because you got the community talking, right? So
So it's shame the council sort of thing. So it blew up, and the council, I think they got a bit shamed and embarrassed because of the situation that I did. But my customers are coming in every day. Farhan, thank you so much. You know, because of you, they've repaired the potholes, and you know,
That's
they're
amazing.
very grateful.
Yeah.
So it's built my community. It's made my community come closer. You know,
lot, yeah.
Because originally we had to apply for planning for our building.
Yeah.
That was a massive problem. That took a year.
Yeah. So from there to now, it's
so from there, like trying to get planning, trying to get people on the side, they don't know who I am, I'm just a local stranger, to now like they know who I am, you know, always message. They even some of them
really,
they message me, they come in, give me flowers, chocolates, cards. So
I think that's been like really inspirational, and thank you for your time today, because I think we've learned a lot in this just very short amount of time with so many awards, so much to say. But thank you very much for your time today, coming all the way down from Cambridge to tell the viewers, and I think they're definitely inspired to take that risk and start that business. So thank you so much for your time today.